Okay, now let's talk about volume of revolution naman. This is halos same lang ng concept ng area under the curve. Ang kaibahan lang, syempre, instead of using the formula for the area, gagamitin mo siya ng formula for the volume. Meron kayong three methods dyan na pwedeng gamitin, namely, this is your disk, this is your washer, and last one is yung tinatawag nating cylindrical or shell method. Okay. Ang idea ng disk at saka washer method halos same yan. So, pasadahan natin and i-derive natin siya ng mabilis bago tayo mag-solve ng problem. For example, meron kang function of x dito. Liitan ko na lang, function of x. Tapos, i-rotate mo siya perpendicular dun sa axis ng strip niya. Sa area, di ba? Gagawa kayo ng strip dito. So, kung i-rotate mo siya perpendicular, yung axis of revolution niya dun sa strip, ang mangyayari ganito. Most probably, maging itsura niyan, ganyan. Magkakaroon kayo ng disk. And then, yung disk na yan, ito yung kukunin nyo. Yung disk na yan, ito yung kukunin nyo as your volume. Kukuhanan nyo siya ng volume. Kumbaga, ang idea, kung yung area, ang idea niyan, marami siyang strip na lumalakad from the start of the area up to the end, sa entire area niya. Dito naman sa volume, meron kayong lumalakad na mga disk. Ito yung isa, ito yung dalawa, and so on, hanggang sa dulo yan. Yan yung idea niyan, yan yung concept. Pero syempre, isa lang yung kino-consider natin dyan. Ito lang. And di ba, mukha siyang cylinder and ang volume ng cylinder natin ay V is equal to pi r squared times h. In this case, thickness yan. In this case, this is your h, which is yung thickness. This is your dx. So kapag ka sinubstitute nyo yan, dx to. Ito, dx na to. Ito, this is your dx. Ano naman yung r? Yung r naman, ito yung from this start up to this start. Ito yung inyong r, or project natin siya sa kabila. This is your r. Eh, di ba yung r na to, kumbaga sa area, ito lang din yung f of x nyo. That is just your function of x. Kasi i-start siya sa x-axis, this is just your f of x. So, itong r na to, this is just your f of x. So, ayun na. Kapag ka kinuha nyo siya as differential volume, v is equal to integral. Of course, from this point up to this point, kung saan nag-end at saka nagsimula yung volume nyo, let's say this is from a to b, pi r squared h. Substituting, v is equal to pi integral from a to b ng r nyo, which is just your function of x, squared and then dx. Ayun na. Siyempre, kapag ka nakapahiga siyang ganyan, f of x dx yan. Kapag ka nakapatayo naman, f of y dy. So, this is your formula for this one. Okay. Another thing naman, halos same siya ng washer. Ang kaibahan lang, magkakaroon lang ng hole. So, kapag ganyan, let's say this is your f of x, this is your g of x. Tapos, i-rotate nyo siya dito pa rin. Perpendicular pa din. Ang magiging itsura niyan ay ganito. Ito yung g of x. Ito f of x nyo. Ang mangyayari ganito. Diba? Magkakaroon lang siya ng butas. So, halos same siya dito. Ang gagawin nyo lang, pagmaminusin nyo lang yung f of x at g of x nyo. Kagaya nung area under the curve na y top minus y bottom or x right minus x left. Let's say this is your f of x and this is your g of x. So, ang magiging volume nyo dyan, same formula, same concept. So, this is just v is equal to pi integral from a to b r squared. Ang r squared nyo na dito ay f of x square minus g of x kasi pag maminusin nyo na yan, squared and then dx. Ayun na. So, kung gusto niyo siyang i-derive, ganyan siya kung paano na-derive. Kung gusto niyo siyang i-memorize, okay lang din. And then lastly, kapag ka naman shell method, at dito marami nalilitong students sa shell method. Ang idea niya kasi ganito. Yung strip niya ay parallel. Unlike dito sa disk, perpendicular yung axis of revolution. Perpendicular yung axis of revolution sa strip. Dito naman, parallel. Okay, so ganito yung mangyayari dyan. For example, you have a function of x there. Tapos, of course, meron kayong, let's say, boundary, limit. This is your b, and this is your a. Yung shell method, yung axis of revolution nyo parallel dun sa strip. So, if this is your strip, this strip nyo, di ba? Ang mangyayari, iikot ngayon yan. Ngayon, kapag ka inikot nyo yan, ang mangyayari sa strip nyo, magiging cylinder yan. Magiging pa-cylinder yan na ganyan. So, kapag ka marami kayong strip dyan, halimbawa, naglagay pa ako ng another strip dito, inikot nyo ulit yan, cylinder pa rin yan. Ganyan yung idea ng shell method naman. Na marami nako-confuse ng mga students, which I understand kasi confusing talaga siya. Ngayon, kapag ka kinuha ko yung shell na yan, or cylinder na yan, ganito yung magiging itsura niyan, di ba? Okay. Since naging ganyan itsura niyan, kukunin yung circumference niyan, circumference. Ang circumference niyan ay 2 pi r, parang sa circle. That's 2 pi r. And then, syempre, imumultiply nyo siya dito sa height na to para maging volume siya. This is your height. And of course, hollow to, yung nasa loob na yan, this is just hollow space. So, kailangan nyo kunin yung thickness na to. Let's say thickness. So, in this case, ang magiging volume nyo pala kapag ka shell method, V is equal to 2 pi r times yung H times yung thickness. Kapag ka gagawin nyo siyang differential volume, this will be 2 pi integral from A to B ng R or yung H muna. Yung H nyo is just a function of X. Diba? Yung H nyo na to, this is just your H. H is equal to function of X to. This is now R function of X times yung thickness nyo. That's your differential X kasi yun yung pinanggalingan nung strip nyo. This is your differential X. This is your TX. And then, lastly, ano ba yung R nyo na yan? Yung R nyo, usually, kapag ka axis of revolution nyo ay parallel na nakapatayo, that is just X. Kapag ka parallel naman siya nakapahiga, that is just Y. Kasi di ba ang magiging radius nyo from this point, gagawin ko siyang orange, from this point up to this point, this is just R. So, kapag ka gusto nyo siyang i-memorize, that's okay. Kung gusto nyo siyang i-derive, that's also okay. Ang mangyayari, your volume now will be equal to 2 pi integral from A to B ng f of x times another x and then dx. Yan na. Okay, let's try to solve two problems using any of these two. Kasi same concept yan. Pinag-minus lang kapag ka washer kasi nagkaroon ng butas. Kapag ka shell method naman, gumagamit siya ng circumference. Okay, let's try the problem here. Okay, find the volume generated. Okay, itong 18, dalawa yan. Meron siyang A and B na. Okay. So, i-paste ko siya dito. Oops, yan. Pwede na rin yan. Sige. So, hindi ko pala ulit na copy and delete. Ito. Ayan. Find the volume generated by the region bounded by x squared is equal to 8y. So that is parabola, opens upward, x is equal to 4, and the x-axis when it is revolved about y is equal to 0, that's the x-axis, and x is equal to 0, that's the y-axis. Okay, unahin natin A. So, ang mangyayari, x squared is equal to 8y. So, parabola opens upward yan. Hindi naman kailangan specific kung saan yan. Pero binigyan kayo ng x is equal to 4. Ito yun. This is your x is equal to 4. Tapos ito, x squared is equal to 8y. That's a parabola opens upward. So, sige. I-drawing na natin siya. Ayan. Hindi nyo naman na kailangan i-define masyado yung parabola na yan kasi meron na kayong limit from 0 to 4. Ayan yung clue nyo. Tapos i-revolve daw siya about line y is equal to 0. Yung y is equal to 0, this is your x-axis. Kapag ka x is equal to 0 naman, this is your y-axis. Okay. So, lagyan natin. So, i-revolve daw siya dito. I-revolve daw siya dyan. And kapag gumawa tayo ng strip, let's say vertical strip, ang magiging itsura niyan is pa ganito. Gaganito yan eh. Tapos magkakaroon kayo ng bilog dito. Yan na. So let's call this as your f of x, which in this case, this is your y is equal to x squared over 8. I-solve for y nyo na siya para maging function of x na siya. Ayun na. So, ano yung applicable sa dalawa? Is it the shell method, disk, or washer? Disk method. So, kunin nyo itong formula ng volume nyo, which in this case ay v is equal to integral from a to b, pi dito, tapos f of x daw dito is squared dx. V is equal to pi, integral from a to b, this is from 0 to 4, f of x, ano yung f of x nyo? Ayun na, x squared over 8. Kahit i-minus nyo pa yan, that's just 0. Kung gusto nyo i-consider yung line na to, which is y is equal to 0, 0 lang din yan. Huwag nyo nang ilagay, that's dx squared. Therefore, volume is equal to, okay, let's input that. Integral, parentheses, this is x squared over 8 squared. This is from 0 to 4 equals, this is 16 over 5. Yung pi pala, nakalimutan natin pi. Oops, alpha. This is 16 pi over 5 or 10.0531 cubic units. So, ayan na. Ito ang ating answer. Kung na-derive nyo na or mabilis nyo ikabisaduhin yung formula na yan, that's okay. Pero sinasuggest ko, i-derive nyo siya kung kaya. Let's now proceed to letter B. I think letter B will be shell method kasi parallel na yung strip nyo sa axis kasi dito natin siya i-rotate. So, sige. Copy ko na lang to. And of course, magiging magkaiba yung volume niyan kasi nga magiging iba yung itsura niyan kapag ni-rotate nyo siya on a different axis. So, alisin ko to. Dito natin siya i-rotate this time. Ang sabi dito, i-rotate naman daw siya sa y-axis or sa line x is equal to 0 and that x is equal to 0 is actually in here. Ayun na. X is equal to 0. Obviously, that is a shell method. So, kunin nyo yung formula nyo ng shell method. That is v is equal to integral from a to b ng 2 pi r In this case, ang r nyo ay just x. Ito lang yon. Kasi radius yan. This is x. And then, yung function of x nyo, function of x, that is your height, di ba? And then, dx. Paano na nga nangyari yun? O, drawing ko ulit. Di ba? Pagka dinrawing, inikot nyo yan, magkakaroon kayo ng shell dito, or cylinder. Then, kukunin ko yung cylinder na yan. Yung cylinder na yan, ito yun. Let's define it ulit. Itong height na to, itong circumference, 2 pi r to. And then, ito yung height. This is just a function of x. Diba? This is just your height. This is a function of x or h. And then, of course, yung thickness nyo, thickness, that is just equal to, pag tinignan dyan, that is your dx. So, ayan na. So, tama lahat ng in-input natin. V will now be equal to, yung limit niya is just the same. That's still from 0 to 4. 2 pi, ilabas nyo na pala yung 2 pi. This is now 2 pi. Integral from 0 to 4. F of x nyo, ano yung f of x nyo? That's x squared over 8. And then x dx. V is equal now to, that is 2 pi integral ng x squared over 8. And then x ulit. Then lipat-lipat 0 to 4. This is 16 pi. This is 16 pi or 50.2655 cubic units. Ayan na. Okay. So, ito yung idea kapag ka nagsasolve ka ng volume of solids of revolution. Same concept yan, naiiba lang syempre yung function na binibigay sa inyo, yung graph, naiiba lang, pero yung pag-apply, same idea yan, same concept yan. Tandaan nyo, same yung concept na tong dalawa na to, ang kaibahan lang nagkaroon lang siya ng butas. Yung washer, nagkaroon lang siya ng butas, pero same concept sila. Nakita nyo? Ang difference lang pinag-minus, of course, kasi merong hole. Kapag ka shell method, gumagamit yan ng 2 pi r. 2 pi r height at saka thickness. At saka nyo siya i-integrate. Okay? Okay, proceed tayo dun sa isa pang application which tinatawag nating centroids. Of course, meron niyang x bar at saka y bar. So, pasadahan din natin to kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung mga pwedeng lumabas sa exam. Kahit makapag-example lang tayo ng at least 1 or 2 examples at least, nagkaroon kayo ng idea. Kasi very limited lang din ang ating time para reviewin lahat ng to. Okay, centroids naman, natatandaan niyo yung ganito. Halimbawa, meron kayong ganyan. Tapos, meron kayong mga areas na i-consider. Let's say, for example, area 1, area 2, then area 3. Tapos, ang reference point nyo ay nandito. Area 1, area 2, area 3. Di ba, para makuha nyo yung x bar, ang ginagamit natin, area 1, x sub 1, plus area 2, x sub 2, plus area 3, x sub 3, all over total area. Yung x sub 1 na yan, ito yon from this reference point. Yung x sub 2 na yan, from here to here. And then yung x sub 3 na yan is from here to here. Diba? Yan yung concept niyan eh. I-apply natin ngayon yan sa area under the curve naman, pero ang kukuhanin naman natin this time ay saan na? Ang kukuhanin naman natin this time ay centroids. So, kapag ka ipinis ko ito dito, halimbawa, meron kayong function. Okay, function of x. Halimbawa, may function of x kayo dyan. May graph kayo ulit. Tapos may boundary. Let's say this is b na lang. And this is your a. Siyempre, magkakaroon kayo ng strip pa din. Strip. Tapos yan yung kukuhanan nyo ng centroid. And of course, kapag galing siya dito, this is your x bar. And kapag galing naman dito, this is your y bar. So, kapag in-apply natin yung concept na to dito sa integral calculus, ang magiging x bar and y bar nyo, or ito yung shortest formula na kailangan yung kabisaduhin, or kung gusto nyo i-derive ng galing siya dito, yung concept na to. I forgot kung ang tawag dito, Varignons ba? I think. So, ang x bar nyo ngayon ay, of course, yung distance, integral nung distance from your reference point at saka yung differential area niya. And of course, i-over nyo yan dun sa integral ng differential area nyo din. Kasi hindi naman natin alam yung total area niyan. Since isang area lang yan and hindi natin alam yung magiging area nyo pa, differential area yan, over total area, yun lang din. Okay? Kapag ka naman y bar, that is equal to integral y, kasi y2 eh. Di ba? Hindi pala 2x bar tsaka y bar. This is just x at tsaka y. So, ayan. Y, differential area over yung total differential area. Ayan. So, kapag ka nakuha nyo na yung concept or idea ng area, dadagdagan nyo lang siya ng y over dA. So, let's try. Try na natin. Determine the centroid. Okay. Sige, try natin parehas kasi hindi nyo naman kailangan mag-integrate na dyan kasi may calcu naman na. Okay. Asa na? Yun. Ito yung elaborate formula ng centroid of areas. Inano ko lang siya, sinimplify ko lang siya. Papasok pa rin dyan yung y top, y bottom, at saka yung x right, at saka yung x left. So, let's try this problem number 19 and 20. Okay. Sa totoo lang, hindi nyo naman kailangan solve isa-isa pa yan. Pwede nyo isalpak yan sa integral nyo eh. Pakita ko sa inyo. Let's solve number 19 and 20. Pagkakulang yung time, ay siguro isa lang. Okay, dyan na siya. Determine the centroid of the first quadrant region bounded by the parabola y is equal to 4 minus x squared. The line y is equal to 0 and the y-axis. Y is equal to 0, that's x-axis. So, ilagay nyo na. And the x-axis daw. Ayan. Tapos yung parabola nyo that's parabola opens downward. Y is equal to, y is equal to 4 minus x squared. Lipat nyo sa kabila, this will be x squared is equal to 4 minus y. Factoring out negative, this will be x squared is equal to negative 1. This will be y minus 4. So, ang vertex nyo dito ay, vertex nyo will be 0 and 4. 0, 4. Asan ang 0, 4? 0, 4, i-plot na natin. 0 at saka 4. Ito yun. So, hindi nyo naman siya kailangang i-define. Kailangan nyo pala siyang i-define. Kasi hindi nyo alam kung saan magiging limit nyo. Kasi kapag dinrawing nyo yan dito, ang i-consider nyo lang naman yung nasa side first quadrant, hindi nyo alam kung nasaan to. Okay, so gamitin natin. This is your x is equal to 0. This is your y is equal to 0. Para ma-solve nyo kung nasaan yung point ng x or parabola nyo in this side, equate nyo. Y is equal to y. Y is equal to 0, and then, ito yung isa, 4 minus x squared. Simplifying, this is now, dito na. This is now 0. Ilipat nyo na sa kabila, this will be x squared is equal to 4. Therefore, obtaining the square root of both sides, x could be positive or negative 2. But in this case, we are only considering yung nasa first quadrant, kaya 2 lang yan. O, ayan na. Kapag dinrawing nyo to, this will be like this. And of course, kukuha tayo ng strip ulit dyan. And yan yung kukuha na natin ng centroid. Okay, kunin na natin x bar and y bar. Using the formula, tandaan nyo, this is your function of x, which is y is equal to 4 minus x squared. And ang limit natin, this is from 0 to 2. Ayan na. Ano daw yung formula natin kapag ka x bar? X dx and then y dA. X dA over integral ng dA. Pagka y bar naman, y dA over integral ng dA. Integral yan. Okay. Let's try. For the x bar muna, is equal to integral daw ng x. Integral ng x times yung dA. Ano ba yung dA natin? Diba? Area under the curve lang to. And wala naman tayong ibang kinoconsider na curve. Ito lang, which is yung y is equal to 4 minus x squared lang. So, ang mangyayari, this is just 4 minus x squared. And then dx. Ayun na. Over integral ulit ng dA. That is just 4 minus x squared dx. This is from 0 to 2, 0 to 2. Alam nyo, pagka nagtingin kayo ng ibang references, isosolve pa separately yung A, isosolve pa separately yan, i-integrate pa yan. Pero dito, since meron kayong calcu, input nyo na yan. Kapag ka in-input nyo yan sa calcu nyo, kapag ka hindi kaya ng calcu nyo yan, that's the time na kailangan nyo siyang i-integrate muna isa-isa. Pero most probably applicable yan, 4 minus x squared. Hindi na para pahirapan pa ang mga sarili. This is from 0 to 2. Mas bababa ka, ganun din. Integral ng 4 minus, pero in this case, sa ilalim, wala na siyang x sa harapan. Sa taas lang yun. This is from 0 to 2 equals 3 over 4. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Check natin. Anong nangyari? Teka, ulit. Input natin ulit. Fraction, integral. This is x times 4 minus x squared. Lipat, lipat, lipat. 0 to 2. Bababa. Integral ulit. Tama naman. This is 4 minus x squared. Lipat, lipat, lipat. This is from 0 to 2. Equals 3 over 4. Check ko lang. Okay, so that's the final answer. 3, that's 3 over 4 units. Yeah. That's for the x bar, and then for the y bar, this will now be y bar is equal to integral. Input nyo na. Hindi nyo kailangan solvein hiwa-hiwala yung a na yan. This is still from 0 to 2. And then, this time, iso-solve nyo for function of y na siya. So, originally, kung meron kayong y is equal to 4 minus x squared, lipat nyo sa kabila, this will be y minus 4 is equal to x. Therefore, x is equal to square root of y minus 4. Ito yung input nyo kasi function of y na siya. So, be square root ng y minus 4 dy. Over ganun din. Alisin nyo lang yung y. Integral from 0 to 2 square root ng y minus 4 dy. This should give you correct answer. This is integral na yun. Of course, x yan kasi di naman dy yan, dx yan. So x pa din. I-consider nyo lang siya as x. Times square root ng x minus 4. Tapos baba kayo from 0 to 2. And then ganun pa rin. Integral ng square root ng x minus 4. This is from 0 to 2. Answer will be, okay, 0.943. Okay, recheck ko if that is correct. Okay, let's see. Oh, nakalimutan ko. Hindi nyo pala siya basta papalitan lang ng y function. Ang gagawin nyo, consider nyo pa rin yung strip. Teka. Pero yung formula, tama yan. Ang gawin nyo, kapag ka y bar, kalimutan ko, i-project nyo yan. I-project nyo yung strip nyo dito. So, ito na yan. Okay. Ang gagawin nyo, since ito yung y bar nyo, di ba? Ito kasi yung y nyo eh. Then yung y bar nyo, nasa kalahati lang. Ang gagawin nyo, since rectangle yan, rectangle, para makuha nyo yung y, i-divide nyo lang siya sa 2. Yeah, naalala ko na. Ito yung y bar nyo eh. So, i-divide nyo lang siya sa 2. So, ang mangyayari, itong, wala na to, itong function of x nyo na y is equal to 4 minus x squared, di-divide nyo lang siya sa 2. Kasi di ba rectangle yung strip nyo? Ito kasi, from this point up to this point, this is your function of x. This is your x bar. From this point, ito naman, y bar nyo, di-divide nyo lang siya sa 2. So, ang mangyayari, this will be fraction pa din, integral from 0 to 2 ng x times 4 minus x squared over 2 dx. Hindi nyo siya papalitan ng y. Okay? So, this is now integral. This is from 0 to 2. Yung area pa rin na original, yung gagamitin nyo, 4 minus x squared dx. So, ayan na. Let's now try this. I think, yan na yun. Pero since, kapag ka-chinek nyo, yung formula, instead of x to, kasi sa x bar, x2 eh. Diba? Pero dito, so formula, this is y. So, palitan nyo pa rin siya ng y. So, yung y na to, asan yon yung y? Ito yon. Yung y na yan, hindi nyo siya iti-take as y lang. Instead, papalitan nyo siya ng function of x. So, rewriting this will now be integral ng 0 to 2, y to, 4 minus x squared over 2, over integral from 0 to 2 ng 4 minus x squared dx. Pero syempre, hindi nyo mai-integrate yan ng ganyan. Palitan nyo to ng function of x. This will be equal to integral 0 to 2. Ano yung y nyo na yan? Ito yung y nyo. 4 minus x squared. 4 minus x squared times 4 minus x squared over 2. That's for the height kasi rectangle nga siya. I-divide nyo lang sa 2 over integral ulit from 0 to 2 ng 4 minus x squared dx. And then ito, dx din. Ayun na. This is now your y bar. Y bar is equal to, input nyo yan sa calc nyo. That should give you the correct answer now. Integral, medyo mahaba to, 4 minus x squared 4 minus x squared times 4 minus x squared ulit over 2. Yan. And then lipat, lipat, lipat. This is from 0 to 2. Integral ulit ng quantity 4 minus x squared. Lipat ulit. This is from 0 to 2 still. Okay na, equals. That is 8 over 5. This is 8 over 5 or 1.6 units. Yan na. Recap. Teka. So, recap, para hindi magulo, yung x bar at y bar na derive siya kapag kinuha nyo yung strip. Dito, as rectangle lang din siya. Na-derive to, yung formula ng x bar at y bar natin using this. Yung pagkuha nyo ng x bar at y bar kapag marami kayong areas. Now, kapag in-apply nyo siya, kapag kino-consider nyo x bar lang, x to, function of x, over yung integral ng area. Kapag y bar naman, this is y instead of x, but this is still function of x over 2. Bakit? Kasi nga, rectangle to. Di ba para kunin natin yung y bar ng rectangle, that's just divide by 2 over yung differential area. Hindi nyo siya mai-integrate kapag y to, kaya ibabalik nyo yung function of x, which in this case, yun yung parabola. Pag nag-review kayo ng other references, no need to solve isolated. Hindi nyo na kailangang i-isolate pa yung pag-solve ng area. Pwede nyo siyang input agad. Kasi kaya ng calc nyo yan. So yan yung idea ng centroid. Pwede pa natin, I think, kunin yung isa. And then for the last part, dun ko ipasadahan yung moment of inertia at saka work. Okay, let's see. Kung kaya pa tong isa. I think kaya naman siya. Okay. Let's solve this is number 19, no? This is number 19. And for number 20, copy ko din to. Bilisan lang natin to. Okay. Sabi dito, determine the centroid of the fourth quadrant region bounded by the parabola. Okay. Bounded by the parabola. Number 20. Kunin ko to. Kasi kung may formula naman na establish nyo naman yung formula nyo, mabilis lang to. So, kunin nyo na agad yung parabola nyo, which is y is equal to x squared minus 4x. Hindi nyo ma-define yung vertex nyo dyan kasi wala kayong sa y part. Yung sa y part, that's, wala kayong ibang kasama dyan. I think kailangan natin to gamitan ng completing the square. So, by completing the square, so that's going to be y is equal to x squared minus 4x. Ilipat nyo, pagpalitin nyo para hindi nakakagulo. X squared minus 4x is equal to y. Ang paggawa ng completing the squared, x squared minus 4x, kalahatiin nyo yung 4, that's 2, at saka nyo square. Plus 4, kung ano ginawa sa left side, gagawin sa right side, plus 4. Factor nyo to. This will be y plus 4. This is now x and x minus 2 minus 2. Kasi kapag pinag-multiply ito, negative 2x, this is negative 2x. Pag pinag-add, magiging negative 4x yan. This will now be x minus 2 squared is equal to y plus 4. Y plus 4. Okay. Therefore, ang vertex nyo pala is equal to, that's positive 2 and negative 4. So, i-plot natin, positive 2, negative 4. So, andyan siya. Ngayon, walang ibang binanggit. Opens upward yan. Obviously, opens upward yan. Pag ganyan, ay i-consider nyo daw ay nasa fourth quadrant. This is your fourth quadrant. Yun nandito. Sa side lang na to. Pero hindi nyo alam kung saan tatama dito at saka dito yan. Yung parabola nyo. Ang gagawin nyo, kailangan nyo pa siyang i-define. So, ang gawin nyo, kunin nyo yung 2 points na yan. Ito ang technique dyan. Di ba i-draw nyo yung parabola nyo? Most probably, tatama sa x-axis yan. Eh, yung x-axis nyo na yan, equivalent yan sa y is equal to 0. So, iset nyo yung y is equal to 0 and then solve for x. This will now be x minus 2 squared is equal to 0 plus 4. Therefore, ang values ng x, bibigyan kayo niyan dalawa. Kasi naka-square yan. So, yun lang. Yun yung concept niyan, technique. Since tatama siya sa x-axis, pwede nyo iset yung y is equal to 0. This is now going to be x minus 2 squared is equal to 0 plus 4, that's just 4. Ayun na. X is equal to 0, shift calc nyo. X is equal to 0, and then x is equal to 4. Magbigay kayo ng values na close sa 0 at saka sa 4. Para pagka hindi lumabas. Pero most probably lalabas agad yan. Pagka dinrawing nyo, yung parabola nyo ulit, 2, negative 4, 0, tsaka 4. Ito na yun. Yan na. May limit na kayo ngayon. Tapos, kunin nyo na. Kuha na kayo ng strip dyan. Kuha na kayo ng strip. Vertical strip na lang. Project nyo. Yung vertical strip nyo na yan. Ganito yung magiging itsura nyan. Ito yung centroid nyo. This will be x bar, y bar. Okay, so let's solve na. For the x bar. Ito na lang. Is equal to integral from 0 to 4 ng x and then function of x nyo. Ayun na. X squared minus 4x dx over integral from 0 to 4 ng x squared minus 4x dx. Hindi nyo kailangan ilagay itong x kapag ka sa area. Therefore, what is x bar? Okay. That's going to be integral ng x times x squared minus 4x 0 to 4 integral ulit ng x squared. Oops, nangyari? Ng x squared minus 4x, that is from 0 to 4, equals, this is 2. Yeah, this is 2. 2 units. So, ito pala, ilagay nyo pala siyang ganito. Therefore, x bar, y bar, that is 3 over 4 and 8 over 5. Ayan. Ito na yung inyong x bar. For the y bar, kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina, again, integral from 0 to 4, y, at saka yung function of x siya, pero in this case, i-divide nyo siya sa 2. Bakit na nga? Kasi rectangle. I-divide nyo lang ulit siya sa 2. Okay. So, asa na yung function of x natin? That's x squared minus 4x. X squared minus 4x over 2 dx over integral from 0 to 4 ng quantity x squared minus 4x. dx. Same as this. Kasi parehas silang may total area. And then, palitan nyo yung y na yan ulit. Of course, yung y na yan, it should be function of x. Ito ulit yun. X squared minus 4x times x squared minus 4x over 2 dx over integral from 0 to 4, copy, x squared minus 4x dx. It should give you a correct value for y bar. So, suggestion ko talaga, huwag nyo i-memorize. Yan. Kung kaya i-memorize, go. Kung hindi, mas aralin nyo yung derivation kung paano siya na-derive. Squared minus, oops, nangyari. Minus 4x, lipat. Hindi pa. Over 2. Parenthesis. 0, 4. Then baba, integral ulit ng x squared minus 4x. Lipat, lipat, lipat. 0 to 4. Answer will be, okay, check ko. Negative 8 over 5. This is negative 8 over 5 units. Bakit siya naging negative? I'll explain. Kasi 'di ba, ang kinukuha na natin ng centroid yung nasa fourth quadrant. 'Di ba? Ito 'yun. Kung andyan 'yan, ito yung x bar nyo, ito yung y bar nyo, yung nasa ibaba. Kaya siya naging negative. Kasi nasa ibaba. Yung kanina, both positive kasi nasa first quadrant siya. Okay? So, ayan lang. So, ilagay nyo dito, x bar, y bar, that's going to be equal nyo to. This is 2 and negative 8 over 5. For the part 3, pasadahan ko dun yung moment of inertia with about x-axis and about y-axis at saka yung work.